primary reason is the lack of toilets. There are only like less than 10, I think, toilets for the whole of Zari, and they are very far away. Most of the houses don't have a toilet of their own.
Illiteracy and poverty.
They don't have toilets. We don't have public toilets that are clean.
I think it's basically mostly attributed to the lack of resources, lack of facilities available to them.
I think it's mainly due to two factors, probably being the first being lack of awareness and the second being public washrooms, clean public washrooms being not being set up by the government agencies also and the local public administration.
According to me, it's mostly because of illiteracy.
I think because people don't have much toilets, I mean especially the below poverty line people obviously.
I think it's because of lack of good sanitation in places in Zari.
I think they defecate in open because mostly due to lack of toilets and provisions for defecating in the area, and also because of poverty and lack of governance in the area, and also many people do like to defecate in open because they like it.
I think they defecate in open because they aren't provided with good facilities by the government.
Because they don't have facilities for it. That's the main thing. If they had a toilet inside the house, then why would they want to come out and do it?
It's probably like lack of public toilets, and because of the poverty, they cannot afford to have their own self-funded toilet.
Because the public toilets available to them are not clean. That could be the reason.
उन लोगों का आदत ही ऐसा हो गया. Most of the person are illiterate, not literate. और लिटरेट होने से भी करता है उन लोग सोच कोई अच्छा सा टॉयलेट यानी सोच करने के लिए जगह प्रॉपर्ली नहीं मिलता है शायद थोड़ा कॉन्जेस्टेड और क्या करता है उन लोग अपना जो हाउस जो है रेंट पे देता है और दूसरा को बोलता है बाहर जाकर सोच करो. That is the
When they see people defecating in public, it doesn't really set a very high impression on them. And we all know that mosquitoes and various insects, they like to breed in such an environment.
The people, they generally keep on going to Zari to buy small things, or they take a bus from the Zari. There's a bus stop there in the Zari. So this obviously affects business.
As far as Zari is concerned, it is the most, it is the area through which BITS pass for all the objectives. Like wherever they go, they pass through that area. It's a bad image among the people who are coming to BITS, and they see the surroundings, which is not very good.
I don't know actually it affects BITS as such.
As an individual in BITS, it doesn't affect me.
First of all, it might create wrong impression to people who come for the very first time to our campus, and not only that, the main problem is you'll get malaria and other infectious diseases from the.
Whenever like anyone from outside of campus crosses that place, they go through Zari and reach BITS, and I think like they must think one thing, like BITS is taking so much from the society, but it is not returning anything. It's not helping these people out, right? So number one, the image of BITS goes down.
I don't think it affects.
It's very close to BITS, so every time anyone has to go from, if the students want to go to pass for something, they have to go through Zari, and it's very unhygienic and it creates a bad image for a college.
I don't think it affects BITS to much extent, except to the students who are walking on the highway, stepping on those.
Because ours is a walled community. Only when we step out and then we are going in our vehicles, or very rarely, very few, like even among students I see, very few of them walking, and it's just probably 1 minute or 2 minutes, and then probably we are just closing our nose and not looking at the direction, and then we are walking. Because initially when I didn't have a vehicle, even I walked to MES bus stand, and even I didn't find it very savory, the sight I saw. Then immediately I just turned my face, I didn't look there, and I walked very fast.
बहुत इफेक्ट है इसका ऊपर. एक तरफ हम लोग का इतना बड़ा इंस्टीट्यूट है इंटरनेशनल लेवल, दूसरी बात हम लोगों का लोकेशन इधर से इधर मार्केट तक जाने के लिए ये रोड होके जाना पड़ता है. तो मोस्ट ऑफ द पर्सन्स मॉर्निंग उन लोग इतना आता है एकदम पूरा धंधा करके जाता है. मेरा तो बहुत दुख लगता है, मेरा स्टूडेंट जब जाता है, मैं किसी को मेरा बाइक है उसमें से लिफ्ट देता हूँ क्योंकि इतना गंदा स्मेल आता है मॉर्निंग में उन लोगों का, और आने जाने को भी प्रॉब्लम है बच्चा लोगों का.
we can spread awareness. We can ask the government to provide the proper facilities to build up like some public washrooms and all.
I think there are clubs and departments on campus working for it. So probably you can join them, and if you actually feel you want to make a change, you can join them and give a helping hand.
We can educate people
And make some provisions for them, like making up makeshift toilets or like the common public toilets.
I think we should create more awareness among the people, and we must persuade government officials to create better arrangements for sanitation.
I don't think we can do anything about it.
Our institution can create awareness there out of the social responsibilities. Organizations like Niman, they can go and help the people there, let them know the disadvantages of defecating in open.
There is a lot we can do about it. First of all, we can educate people about the harms of it, and we can help them find an alternative to defecating in open. We can help build projects which are small, portable toilets.
I don't think so we can do anything regarding that.
Well, there are a lot of things that can be done about it on a priority basis. I think the must is pushing the administration to set up clean public washrooms in that area so that people know that there are other options, and then to raise an awareness among people that what ill effects this kind of actions can have on them.
So the reason for the open defecation is like number one is lack of the facilities, and when I am saying lack of facilities, it's not just about the toilet being present, but then what will happen after that. Like there is no treatment facility available, or it's just the soak pits and septic tanks, which means it needs to be periodically cleared. So all that involves some expenditure. So that could be one reason. The other reason is like open defecation means less maintenance, right? You keep changing places, and then there is no reference to treatment or anything like that. So no expenditure, just keep changing places and then pollute every possible place available. So so what the government tries to do is to just keep on building toilets, and then postponing the focus on treatment or other stuff related to waste management to a later date, like as of now till 2017 build all the toilets and then look for constructing the treatment plants or any solutions for managing the waste. So in Bangladesh they were successful in removing all the building all the toilets, and they were successful in polluting all their waters as well. So when our focus is just on building toilets, we will end up in the same way. And how it is going to impact BITS is, as someone in some politician in a public talk, he was saying that it's an educational institute not helping a slum nearby. Anyway, it's not our mandate, but still, like being an educational institute, we can show the solutions to others, and then it's up to the politicians to take it up and then do something for them. And there is an interesting study done wherein the malnourishment of children is not linked to the availability of the food, but rather it is more to like in what conditions they live. So their malnourishment is mostly linked to their way of life, like they are always having some or the other health problems due to this open defecation and other stuff. And the malnourishment is linked to this aspect of open defecation rather than the availability of the food. Like even in children who have enough food, they saw that there is malnourishment because of the health problems that are related to open defecation. So I think that needs to be addressed, and wherein I think educational institutes have a role as well to play. So what we can do about it is we can demonstrate the different technologies that are available, in terms of, like, you can't go in for a sophisticated treatment plan for a slum wherein the recurring expenditure will be high, but there are treatments already available. Some treatment systems that are already available which doesn't have a big recurring costs in it.